This is how you will know the people will know you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. And then we hear about Paul and Barnabas traveling through the countryside, taking that commandment with them, letting people see. And so we have a page or so of what Paul did on his journeys. How he went to Pamphylia, Perga, all these other places that are listed. And so as I was reading that, I thought, wow, Paul traveled several years through the country doing this. And then I thought, I wonder how many places I've been. So I'm getting around now. And in 50 years, I've been a couple places. After my ordination in Scottsburg, Indiana, I started out in Clarksville, Indiana, at St. Anthony. Was there for 6 months. That's all they could take me. No. From there, I was the provincial assistant to the secular Franciscans and the vocation director, which kept me on the road for 5 years. From there, while I was there, I went to the Southwest, the Midwest. There's all kinds of places. Lansing, Michigan, Auburn, Indiana, Grand Rapids, Cary, Laredo, Ohio, Fredstown, Southern Indiana, Brookville, Nebraska, Douglas, Wyoming, Denver, Colorado. 4 places in southern New Mexico, San Antonio, Austin, and El Paso, Texas, Costa Rica, Australia, back to Oak Pond in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a bit of time helping in Georgia, and then, as Paul went back to Antioch, I went back to Louisville. Then I went to Lansing, and El Paso, and back to Louisville. So Paul always came back to Antioch, I always come back to Louisville. So Paul did that because the Spirit wanted him to spread the good news of being Christ, of living that commandment. Love one another as I have loved you. And I like to think that that's what I did. That I took that commandment in the spirit of Francis, who went from here to here to here to here and came back again, so that I could help people hear that commandment. Love one another as much as I love you. And that's a lot. Jesus went to the cross, and he might see how much God loves us. And so as I went through the world, almost literally, because I went to Australia and back, there was parish work to do. And that was pretty much what I did, was parish work. Although I did some hospital chaplaincy, I did a few other things here and there. I preached the gospel. Love one another as I have loved you. I preached that in English, in Slovak, in Spanish, and finally back to Louisville and Hillville. So I felt, somehow or other along the way, the same thing that Paul felt. The Spirit was directing me to go and spread the good news. What is good news? Love is good news. And so I tried to preach, to show, to live this commandment of love. I even tried teaching high school for 6 months in Clarksville. That didn't go very well. But as Paul found, Paul went preaching to the Jews and ended up preaching to the Gentiles because the Jews didn't accept him. I started preaching to Gentiles, you guys. And somewhere along the line, I found a Jew or two to preach to and so Jesus uses each one of us in his own certain way, in his own certain time, a long time, because he wants that word to get out. My commandment is that you love one another. And it starts in the family at home. It goes here and there. It ends up in a marriage. Where people are a family again. Loving one another. Trying to live what Jesus wanted to see us. To live the commandment of love. And he told us while we were doing that. And if we do that, we are partaking of him. And he is life. So if we live that commandment, then we're truly alive. He says, but if you don't live it, then you have no life in you. And no matter what else you do, if you don't live that commandment, where is life? And so I've been dead for 50 years. No, I've been trying to live that. So that people can see in me a certain amount of Christ's life and come to share that life with each other. I am life. And our command to you is to live, love, and be life for other people. It doesn't matter how long we do that. 50 years, 75 years, 2 years. What matters is that we really do it. And today, we keep trying to find other people to do it. Just recently, over Mount St. Francis, we had a vocation day for young people who may be discerning. Do I have a calling to go do that? And John was our vocation director up here. He wanted me to come and give them a talk about the itineracy of Francis. Francis went here and here and here and here and here, just like Jesus did. And he wanted me to speak about that. So I did. I told him almost this. Itinerant. Go, go, go. You don't have a place to come home to that you can call your own. And that is something that we need to know. We don't need a place. We have a place in that New Jerusalem that Paul saw coming down out of heaven. A place where there's no more pain or sorrow. A real place of peace and love that we get when we fulfill that command. And so I got to talk about that. And I told them that's got a lot to do with poverty. With poverty, you have no home. You just go wherever you're told. And I was told a lot. But also, and that poverty means we don't have anything to hang on to, or hang on to us. And that's what Francis heard Jesus telling him. You don't need something to hang on to you. You've got me. And that's what you need. So I was talking to a group of 8th graders, I think, one year, when I was trying to fill up the mountain. It was still a school. And I told them, I don't own anything. And I saw this little guy watching me. And when I got finished talking, I talked to him, and he says, yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get your watch. You know nothing. You don't need a watch. Okay? Another place I was, in Shasta, Minnesota, I was helping out in a neighboring parish. We were having a couple of days of working with the upper grade kids. And of course in Shasta we had a school of people, and we had of course different cars that we all shared. And one day I took this car and went over to do whatever we were going to do. And one of the kids says, "Whose car is that?" I said, "It's ours." That seemed to satisfy him. And so the next time I went, there was a different car. He said, "Whose is that?" I said, "It's ours." He said, "How many does ours have?" To them, they got the idea, at least a little bit, that it's not things that are important. It's people. And I have met so many people in this running around the world that have been so fantastic, living that commandment to love one another as Christ has loved us.